Alright, what is up and welcome back everyone to the channel and another video. Before we start, I want to say thanks to all subscribers. It's like almost 1,500 I think. Probably will be when I upload this, which is super cool. That's like way more than I ever expected. So thank you all for watching and commenting and everything, and as always, like just spam comments and stuff. I try to reply to everyone, and yeah, keep liking the videos. Apparently it helps the algorithm, which is pretty cool. I don't know how it works, but do it. And no, it's super awesome. So we're just gonna continue slaying out these videos. So requests and everything, just comment whatever, and I'll try to help. In this video, we will just continue with the combat stuff. We're gonna jump straight into it. I got a comment about hit reactions, so we will probably do that. I'm just gonna start by setting up a super simple health bar. So in our user interface folder, we have this player stuff. Let's do right click, user interface, widget blueprint, and do WB player HUD. That's fine. We are gonna, yeah, let's just do this simple. I already showed you how to set up like the health bar that with two layers, the back and the front and back bar. I also have like a video on that in the For Honor series, and I think I have an even older video which is also a cool health bar. I'm just gonna do a simple one here to not waste time in this video. So we're just gonna do so we're gonna start by on the construct. We are gonna cast to player character. We are gonna get player controller. No, that's not right. Get controlled. Get pawn. Is that it? Yeah, it seems to work. And we are gonna promote variable player character, just to get a reference of our character, because we're gonna need that. Disable the tick and anything else. And we are just gonna do percent. Actually, choose one. Create a binding. Binding is gonna be get the player character, get current health, get max health. And this is actually a poor example of how to do it, because you are not supposed to actually, if you're doing if you're not only prototyping, if you're gonna actually release your product now, this is a bad way to do it, because this is a tick function, and you shouldn't basically just not use bindings in the UI, because it's heavy on performance, a lot heavier than people expect. So it's better to actually update this when you take damage manually. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It's just so you know. I think most people still use bindings, but just one thing that is good to know. Not the background. The background, let's do gray, and the front, let's do fill. Let's do red is classic, right? Red. I said red. Red one. Well. There we go. There we have a classic health bar. Should update with our health, and I'll probably do like cooler stuff with this later, but that's just for reference for now. I want to do like animate the health bar and stuff like that. So it's coming. Bear with me. What are we gonna do now? We are gonna create the widget. And the widget will be the player HUD. If it's valid, because it's a super slow process. So you always need to check if UI stuff is valid, because that's like the most error prone things ever. Is valid. If it's valid, we are gonna create a reference. You can see I've done this before. HUD player HUD reference, and we also want to add to viewport, and that should be it. There we go. It's very big right now, but that's fine. And you can see it's updating when I take damage. It's not updating. Okay, yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure what I did in the last video, but between videos I keep getting like shit ton of errors now for some reason. I'm not sure, because I started experimenting with Unreal Engine 5, and then I think I did something with plugins and things like that, and everything is like messed up now, I feel like. So I have to reduce like a lot of stuff all the time. I think this is a problem with the state. I'm confused. Why? He only hurt me once, right? So it's probably that we aren't resetting the... Can that be it? We are not resetting the damage. That might be it, right? So if we open the enable damage state, notify end, we are clearing it. Collision enabled. It might also just be that I attack that the collision is too small. So let's go into the... It's pretty big though. Collision, remove collision. So what we're doing now is basically modifying the... what did I do? Yeah, we're modifying the collision of this, because now we're using this weapons collision. Let's make it a bit larger. So we're gonna add a capsule collision, just like that, and we're also gonna make it a bit fatter. Now he should definitely hit the player. I should probably remove that. 80, 70, 60, 50. So now it's working. Okay. Yeah, so it was just that the collision wasn't actually hitting, I think. Better now. Good, good, good. There we go. And you can see that it's different. If you look at the values, you can see that it's clearly different between the client 1 and client 2. That doesn't really matter, because we're doing health on the client side anyway, which will make it easy to cheat. If you're doing like a multiplayer game with combat to combat, you should do everything on the server. All right, that's it. So let's do some damage. So when the player takes damage, we have this player take damage function. So I'm only gonna do this on the player for now, but basically just copy paste towards the enemy later. But what we need to do when we take damage, we wanna play a hit reaction. So we should do a server play montage. So when we take damage, we wanna play a montage. And for now, let's see if we don't have something like that, right? Because see, we don't actually have a damage attack, so let's just create one. That's the easiest, I think. So let's just find a reasonable idle position, and this is like this. You can complicate this however much you want to. You could do and this is the thing with modular programming or whatever it's called, object-oriented programming. The thing is we can do one attack damage animation that's just universal and goes in different directions, but you could obviously also do like one type of hit reaction when you are two-handing a weapon and when you're having the sword and shield, and that's just a matter of like, because we have the enums and structs for this in the weapons that I showed you before, so you could easily add like a new category called hit reactions that are basically just animation montages, and then you reference your equipped weapon and get the damage, the hit reaction montage from the equipped weapon to play a unique. You see where I'm going? It's hard to explain, but that's why we set it up this way. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set that up just to show you how I would do it, but I'm only gonna use like one. I'm only gonna use one animation anyway. So if we go into our weapons, enums, and structs, we have all of these. Let's do another one. Blueprint, structure, S, attack, hit reactions. So let's do 4 of them. So from front, from back, from left, from right, and they're all gonna be montages. Here we go. And you could obviously hardcode this as well. I think I even hardcode with my personal project, so it's usually if you do that, it's fine. But this is a cool way to do it. From front, from back, from left, from right. Cool. So now we also need to add it to the weapon details, right? Yeah. So S hit reactions, and I'm gonna keep using the axe as a reference because I think it's quite cool. So but we need to, I think, first actually open our master weapon just to compile and save everything. So in the axe now, under the weapon details, we have the hit reaction here. Perfect. So we have 4 different hit reactions. So let's create the hit reactions. I have this, and obviously I have this axe idle, which looks like shit apparently. I'm not sure which one I'm using. How does it look? Oh, looks cool. Am I using this? No, I'm not. What did I call it? Let's go into the X and check. We should probably have a moveset details right. Idle axe. Okay, cool. So in the axe, we apparently have an axe folder here. If I seem lost, it's because this is like not. It's a tutorial series, so I'm not in this project every day, so I get lost whenever I enter it. That's why it's very important with naming structures and stuff like that. So hit reactions. I'm gonna put them in the axe folder because I would have them different hit reactions for the sword, for instance. I can already tell this is gonna be a long video. Copy the axe, paste it. We have this axe idle. Now it's axe hit react axe front. Okay. Is this shitty animation? Can't be. This is annoying me so much. I'm just gonna. Is it even one frame? It's not even one frame. How come it moves? Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna use that one. Even if it looks weird. Actually, we shouldn't use this one. When I think about it, we actually need a longer one. 1 second, I'm just gonna find a suitable one. And we are back. Sorry about that. I just realized, like, yeah, we could spend some time doing it, doing them by ourselves, but let's just get, because we already have the Paragon characters imported. So, yeah, basically, I've shown you this before. Paragon character, whichever Paragon character you want, character animations. Just, yeah, in this case, hit reactions, hit right click and just retarget, duplicate, anim resource and retarget wherever you want to, and you get these. These are the ones from Quang. Looks good. We're just gonna slightly switch them up a little bit. We are gonna be doing like this. We're gonna be enabling root motion and see if it works. I'm not entirely sure because they might be. Let's see. Mesh space. We don't want additive, so because it's just gonna be the entire animation. So they were apparently additive. We don't want additive. We just want a normal animation. There we go. So let's see if it works. It's gonna work with most animations, but for the root, I'm gonna start by creating a keyframe at the beginning by clicking key and apply. Then you can see it's a very quick animation. So at this point, I want to have moved forward a little bit. So create a new key. So here's a hit. Yeah, you get the point. This is from forward, right? So same thing here. At that point, I want to move backward a little bit, and you can obviously adjust this more perfectly. This is just the way we are gonna do it in the video. We're gonna use root motion. I don't think these animations actually have root motion. We'll see what happens. Let's start by actually just creating an animation montage of this one. And let's just, in the player, let's just add it there, and we will just see what happens when the troll actually hits us. Wrong attack. I'm gonna remove that attack. It's just so annoying. Bam! You can see we are reacting. It looks a little bit weird, but it's fine. I think one of the reasons it looks weird is maybe because I don't have. How does it look with it? Still looks pretty weird. Yeah, it's fine. You get the point. Obviously, as always, we are doing everything with free. It's like at this point I'm starting to regret the fact that I started doing everything for free because the quality becomes so much lower. This would all look a lot cooler if we had better animations and proper enemies and stuff like that. So at some point I'm probably gonna upgrade it just to show how it could look. So yeah, so it's working, so that's cool. So that means we just need to fix the rest of the animations. So same with this one, add frame. At this point we want to be have moved a little bit, and maybe root motion, and then we have this one, same for this one. Keyframe. Oh, sorry. So start by keyframing at the beginning, and at this point we want to have moved a little bit, and that's fine. And root motion, and now let's create Animontage forward, create Animontage, create Animontage. There we go. So now let's decide which direction the attack is coming from. So in here we should probably get attacking enemy. So we want to get a reference to which enemy is actually attacking us. So in the player take damage, add an input for attacking enemy, and that's it. Good. We want to find our, so in before, because I will forget this otherwise. So in our master AI, in the master AI, when you do damage, set this to self so that we actually have a reference. Otherwise I will forget that. And there we go. So where is the attack coming from? So if we go from here, find look or get actor location, and we get the location of self. So now we have two get actor locations. We have ourselves and we have this player. So find look at rotation, and we're gonna split this struct pin. So before we actually take damage, let's actually we can use this print string. We don't need this anymore. Let's just print the C value and see, because it should, that one should be different from depending on from where the attack is coming from. So if we are attacked from the front, we get -77. Still minus 74, 73. Okay, apparently not. I do know how to do this because I've done it in other projects. I just need to think. Okay, so that's not it, because that didn't give us very different values. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. So, I have a fly flying around, it sucks. So, also, from this Z that you just get the rotation of yourself, split that struct thing as well to get the C value, and subtract it from the look at rotation. That gives us a better value to work with. So, if we go in here now, we can see that from the straight front is around 0, right? Minus 1, 45, 5. On the right is 120, 98. On the left is minus 90, and from the back should be around 180. So yeah, you can see it's giving us values in like almost a 3 or in a 360 degrees. So from 0 all the way to minus 180, which is on the other right. So that's enough for us to work with. At least for now. You could probably make it more precise later, but so how do we decide? Can we do a switch? No. Actually, maybe we should compile. There are plenty of ways to do this, because now we need to decide a different action depending on the value that we get here. We could either like do branches, or we could make this an integer and do a switch, which is probably better. Let me pause for 1 more second. So this is working. So what we could do is from this we do a divide by 45, then we make a round. So just drag from here, divide by 45, and make a round value to turn it to just, if we just turn it to an integer instantly, we'll get like this pretty much the same values as an integer, and we can't do like 180 switches, that's like too much. So if we divide it by 45, it's gonna narrow it down, so we get like 8, I think, switches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, you get it. And that will give us values to work with. So if we print that now and go here, you can see 0, minus 4, 3, and this should be negative, I think, minus 2, yeah. So that's fine. So we can just do a switch on int. Actually, maybe we can't, because we don't have a 0 value. Okay, let's not do it this way then. Life is not always easy. Okay, maybe I should just copy how I've done it in my other projects. 1 second. Alright, bear with me. This is not easy stuff. So sorry if I pause the video a lot and you're having a hard time following, because I'm doing this as we go and it's freaking not always easy. And sometimes it's programming, you know, sometimes it just doesn't freaking work. So this works. These are the same nodes as we had before, so you can keep those. And before we do this add, because previously we just added this C with this C here, or subtracted. So before we actually do that subtraction, can you see this layout here? Because we don't want any negative values, because if we have negative values we can't use the select node, because the select node only goes from 0 upwards. So we want to turn them into positive values if they are negative, basically. So if they are negative, if they are less than 0, if the values are less than 0, if not, we don't subtract anything. But if it's true that they are less than 0, we add 360. So that means it goes from 0 to positive. Same thing here, plus. And then we do the subtraction that we did here with the get activation. Split by 45, and then you round. That took me like, just so you know, like when I pause the video, that took, sometimes I like figure out stuff instantly when I pause it. That took me like 15 minutes or something. So if you think the video is long now, imagine if I didn't pause. So that's a 2, that's a 4, that should be a 0, that should be a 2, right? Yeah, this should be a 4. Okay, 6, no, sorry, 4 is back. So 4 is back. So it goes in 360. 0, 2, 4, 6. Bam. And back to 0. And then we have the in-betweens. So, and yeah, this weapon is hugely, we could, as you can see, we could also, maybe, I'm not sure if there is a, okay, it's actually -5 anyway. Fuck. Shouldn't be a -5. Why is the -5? 3. How did I get that value? Here? It's when, actually it's, okay, yeah, so it's minus, I know why it returns minus values. It's when we're too close, right? Because the character is so, no? Ah, wait, it's not local. So it depends on 6. Ah, my luck is a lie. Okay, I really thought I had it there. One more second. Let's pause one. Alright. This is not my doing, so what was that window? This is not my credit. Credit to the Code Like Me channel, who actually does the exact. I knew I like saw it somewhere, so I just had to Google a while, and I found the Code Like Me channel actually has like exact same setup, but with this added. So I think I watched it like years ago when I, no, maybe not years, but like 2 years ago or something. And so after the round, you do this setup: a select node from the integer if it's, so the index is gonna be if this is larger than 0. If it's false, if it's not larger than 0, that means it's negative. So then we add 7. But if it's true, so we add 7 to turn it into a positive value in that case. If it's true, we don't add anything if it's already above. So that turns it into positive values all the time. So that's fine now. Now it's always positive values. So finally getting somewhere. This video is really special. 34 minutes. I think we got this. Under 40. Hurt me. Ah, I'm not printing, sorry. Fuck it, it's working. Let's just set it up. So let's do a select. So we have option 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7, so it only goes to 7. Wildcard. No, because we're gonna put it in here. So let's see if we are hit from the front. Oh no, we need to print it, sorry. Print string. From the print string to text. Okay, let's do to text. Okay, so let's figure out what number is what number now. So this should be 0 or something, I think. No, okay, 7. Hopeless. So front is 7, back is 4. Okay, I'm not gonna remember that anyway, so let's do them one by one. Animations, game, player, axe, hit reactions. So front, hit front is that one, right? Yeah. So hit front was apparently 7. Back was 4, right? And from the right is 2. So you can see it's working. So from 3, right is 3 and 2. Or left, no, right. Right is 3 and 2. 2, 3. And we have left is 6, still 6, this 5, 4, so 6 at least. 6 and 5 is right, left. 6 and 5 is 0 forward then, and 1. Let's go back. I think this is like 7 still. So 1, this is like, yeah, doesn't really matter. Could be both forward. And the same for this right. So 3. So as you can see, 6. So 6 could easily be forward as well. 7 is forward. I think it's fine with the left. Yeah, I'm just going to do forward for 0 and 1. I think that seems right. So yeah, that's about it. This is messy as hell, so let's just delete this, delete this. Can we just collapse this to a function? Yeah, good. Decide hit reaction. Perfect. So no. Attacking enemy. and montage to play. All in all, a good video. Took a while to figure out some stuff, but that's just life. We got a health bar, we got a hit reaction. I mean, we're getting somewhere with this project. As I said, it's like we have the basic stuff set up. We have a weapon, we have some weapons, we have some hit reactions, we can damage. We take damage when the enemy hits us, and this is looking quite good. And I don't know what else should we do. We have the bow, so we're probably gonna maybe start with the bow stuff. If you watch this far, I'm guessing you are a hardcore dedicated fan, so that's pretty cool. So if you watch this far, please let me know in the comments what we should do. If you have suggestions as well, we're definitely gonna do bow. Not sure about inventory system and stuff like that, but we're definitely gonna do bow. So I might start with that. I'm gonna have a look through the comments what people have suggested, and also if you have stuff that you want, we're gonna do that as well. From the other video, the people made some suggestions as well, so maybe we should do like an easy ability system or something. But yeah, it's working fine for now. So anyway, let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe to the videos. Peace out and have a good day.